Hi there, it's Life Prepper here. I've got some old medical books and my basic prepper supplies, as you would like to say that way. But do you have them in a situation? You hear on the news, like I say, now it's just click of the button and it's there. And we know that CDC and other areas have the viruses under lock and key. We know they're studying them. We know they are mutating some of these things. We know they're doing GMOs, they're doing this and this and this. Even though we don't have to have shots for smallpox anymore. And I believe I had it in my left arm. Yep, I still got a little bit of a scar there. You can see here from these smallpox shots. They stopped giving them like in the 60s. You can still get them now. If you want to go to the health department or whatever, you can request, see about getting a smallpox shot. But it is recommended that you stay away from people for like 2 weeks because it could be contagious, whatever. So, something to think about. Now, if you're going into countries and areas and you're traveling in areas, getting these vaccines are very important for a simple reason. That's why in your prepper supplies, old medical books is something you need to have. I've got 3 different ones here. I've got this one here. It is dated 1945, right here, 1945 edition. And you're like, why does she want those old books? Because during the modern times when these were published, this talks about the ailments and treatments and things that was being done during that time that may have to be done again. This is a 1957 edition. Said it's a deluxe edition. I looked up on these. I bought a truckload of books out and I looked up on them. Now this one here is a 1961 edition. Look at that right there in the front right there. You see that? You're like, why do I need books? I can go online and get what I want. Blah, 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 blah. And this book has been copyrighted since 1934. This one here, the one I've got right now, you see all this here? The information in here is valuable on things. It tells you how to place for hernias. These special type of supports here for hernias and stuff. When my hernia was so bad, I wore a safety belt around it to keep it in place. Without it, I was in massive amount of pain. Isn't that something? They don't even practice. I don't even know if doctors even giving people braces anymore for the hernias. I don't really even know if anyone's doing that. So getting, a hernia brace and things in your supplies is something to think about. Having outdated procedures, talking about things that was from long ago. See, like this one here is out of this book here. One of these books talk about polio. It talks about emphysema, stomach and intestinal ulcers. I'm just skimming through this. This one book using systemic, I can't pronounce it. Synthetic areas, the sex glands. This even talks about sex glands. The increase in demand on nutrition in pregnant women, underfeeding and overweight. It talks about that. Look here. Here's combating cancer right here in this book. So the thing is, having outdated medical books in here. Look here. This is showing the X-ray of teeth. Back in the day, they take a pair of wire pliers, they would climb over on top of them and pull the teeth out. Tablet of normal blood pressure. Now, for my age, it's saying 135. Now, it says the blood pressure is given as usual in millimeters of mercury. The high, normal, and low indicates which screen it is safe for the normal pressure to vary without indication of disease. Though there are many exceptions to this table, especially in the lower age group. So this is showing that right here. It's constantly, I mean, the kinds of lice. Now, you remember lice is mutated. Shingles are not fatal, what it talks about. It talks about different types of shingles. How to judge the protein requirements. Daily requirement of fat. Ain't that something? Making a list of a low-cost, adequate diet. Right here, it's talking about all that. Market list for a low-cost, adequate diet. Ain't that something? Look here in this book. So, think about that. If you don't, start looking for some of these used books in uh, yard sales, auctions. The thing is, most of the used books I come across in a lot of this Goodwill and Salvation Army, I don't always find these books. So I looked up on these by buying a truckload of stuff, of books, to for purpose of reselling and everything on this here. And of course, searching for books that I want as well. Libraries will have a sale from time to time where they will have these books donated to them, and then they will put them out there and sell them. That's how I've looked up on several of my nature books. We was having a yard, they was having a sale, and it was like $1 a book or something. Then later on had a bag sale, so whatever you put in the bag was one flat price. So I walked over a lot of nature books and things like that. So these 3 books here, you can go online and find them for sale on it. So you can do that. This in here has got a list of countless doctors on the side that advised in this here book and talked about things. This one here talked about eye exams. It's talked about many other things in here, nutrition. I mean, it's countless. Talking about the vitamins, the water, accidents, nerves. Yes, there's a lot of old stuff here. You know what? It's even got, I want to show you. This book's even showing you the basic overall exercise of stretching for health and beauty. Now, these are just simple, basic exercises they're showing that you need to do to try to take care of oneself. There's, like I say, countless uses in here. All this is like super outdated equipment nowadays. You can see this big, huge thing in here. But the fact is even though these books are old, there is countless information. So think about it. I want to put it where you can see it. This in here is one. There is other books out there. Do your research. You might look up on them at a yard sale. You might look up on them at a flea market. You may have some kinfolks at one time had stuff like that. Now, I've sold many medical books and things like that. Now, these here I've just chosen to keep, but I've had them on nursing. I've had them on pregnancy. I've had them on different things, and these here are just the basic general overall books on things that gives me a lot of help on. So, getting outdated first aid, outdated medical books in a prepper thing is something you should think about. It's a live prepper here. I want you to be safe, be happy. Bless you all.